On day 1, I spawned into the redwood forest as a hacker! Ooh, nice! I wonder if there are any computers in this forest that I can hack. Right away, a redstone golem appeared, and he didn't look happy to see me.
Red alert! There's a hacker! Stop right there. This is a no-hacking zone.
Uh-oh, I wish I could remember some sick hacker moves to get me out of this situation, but I can't remember anything. Guess I'd better just run instead. I ran as fast as I could, but that redstone golem was gaining on me. I need to go faster, but I'm just a baby hacker right now. My short little legs can't go any faster than this. Plus, it looks like I only have 10 hearts. I need to be careful.
You weren't careful enough.
Somehow, the redstone golem was right in front of me. How did you do that?
I'm clever. You should know a thing or two about that, hacker.
I don't know a thing, and I definitely don't know 2 things.
Well, here's something to know. You're under arrest, and you're coming with me.
Oh no! On day 2, the redstone golem took me to a base deep just outside the redwood forest and threw me into a prison cell. Hey, I wasn't even doing anything. Let me out.
No, we can't take any risks with hackers. You're just too dangerous.
Well, come back. I promise not to hack anything for evil.
You're a hacker. Hacking for evil is what you do.
The redstone golem left, and I realized I wasn't alone in the cell. There was a redstone cube in there with me. Oh, hey, what are you in for?
I thought I might be a hacker. I was just trying to learn more about computer systems so I could unlock this safe. Not for stealing. I swear, it's my safe. I forgot the password. Oh, you probably don't believe me.
No, I believe you. Unlocking stuff with hacking. That sounds so familiar. Wait, I'm remembering something. I think I know how to do that. I had to extend my arm to reach the terminal, but I was able to hack the security system for the cell door. I heard the lock click, and the door opened. I did it. We're free.
Whoa, good job.
I ran out of the prison and out of that base without a second glance.
Thanks, stranger. See you around.
My name's Zozo. Oh, he's already gone. Bye. I'd better get out of here before the guard comes back. Where am I gonna go now? On day 3, I escaped into the untamed wilderness of the redwood forest. Let's see, where does a tiny hacker go in this crazy world? Uh-oh, what was that sound? Oh, it was just my stomach growling. I'm feeling pretty hungry. I better find some food. I explored the forest, searching for something to eat. Then I spotted some wild carrots I could pick. These should do just fine. I dug up the carrots and gobbled them up. Much better. Now I can focus on getting somewhere safe where that redstone golem won't capture me and throw me back in jail.
Did you say you're running from the Redstone Golem?
Ah! Who's there? A robot stepped out from behind a tree.
Sorry for the scare, son. The name's Robot. Mr. Robot specifically, though my father always hoped I'd become Dr. Robot someday. But I digress. It sounds like you and I have a common enemy.
I don't know if I'd say enemy, but I definitely don't want to run into that guy again.
Well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Want to be my friend?
Sure, I could use a friend right now.
Then that makes the Redstone Golem your enemy. It's airtight logic. What's your name, and how long have you been hacking?
Zozo, and I'm not really sure. I seem to have forgotten a lot of my skills, but I'm sure I can get them back if I try.
Follow me. I've got a place where we can talk more without our enemies overhearing.
Sure, what could go wrong? From day 4 to day 5, I followed Mr. Robot to his base in the Crag Gardens. Whoa, nice place.
Thanks. It took me a while to build it. Lots of hard work, but it was worth it. Nothing worth having comes easily, Zozo. It all takes effort. No pain, no gain, as they say. But you strike me as a fellow who isn't afraid of hard work.
Nope. Only thing I'm afraid of is spiders.
Great, because I need a partner to work with me on my most ambitious project yet. And though I'm the greatest hacker in the land, no man is an island.
Right, of course. You're a robot.
Exactly, and I need an assistant. Someone with the potential to hack as well as I do. Are you up to the task, Zozo?
I think so, but why are you trying to hack into every system in the overworld? It's not for evil, is it?
What? Of course not. I'm just doing it to keep everyone safe. If I hack every system, I can install surveillance software to look out for all kinds of danger. Danger, like that redstone golem that captured you earlier.
Oh yeah, that was scary. Okay, I'll help you.
We only have 100 days to accomplish our mission. If you're ready to join me, take these stone tools and get to work. Assistant, build yourself a base of your own.
You got it, Mr. Robot. I took the stone tools and ventured back out into the Crag Gardens to build my base. I was just about to begin construction when the redstone golem attacked me.
You escaped once, but you won't do it again.
Yes, I will. I fought back, and all of a sudden I fired an energy blast at the redstone golem.
Ouch! I'll be back. You can count on that.
I didn't know I could do that. I feel strong. I think I gained more hearts. I have 30 now, and I think I grew too. Now, back to work on my base. Let me start by clearing out these weeds. From day 6 to day 8, I was building my base when I started thinking about what Mr. Robot said. He made it sound like the whole overworld is filled with danger, but I haven't seen any danger all day. Maybe I'm missing something. As I was talking to myself, I spotted that redstone cube I met while I was in jail. Oh, hey again. You made it out okay.
I did. You did too. Good stuff. Anyway, bye forever.
Wait a second. Have you seen any danger around? I've heard there's tons of it. So much that we need surveillance systems to track it.
I haven't seen much of any. That must mean the dangerous stuff is super sneaky. That's terrifying.
Yeah, my new boss was right.
I'd better go warn people.
Good luck. I was satisfied with my finished modern house, so I headed back to Mr. Robot's place to fill him in. I got a ton of work done on my base today. What should I do next?
I'll tell you, but first, I'm pretty sure I know who you were before you lost your memories. My creator had a best friend, practically an uncle to me, and his son was a talented hacker. Then, he went missing. They never thought he'd turn up again, but I think you're that lost hacker. You're like a cousin to me.
Wow, you're my family.
Yes, indeed, which means we were meant to be together, and you were destined for greatness.
Neato.
I have a mission for you, if you choose to accept it, which I assume you do. You must travel to the desert and confront a powerful royal guard there. He is corrupt, and getting rid of him will give us access to an important database. Don't waste any time. Get to the desert as fast as you can.
From day 9 to day 10, I followed Mr. Robot's orders and hurried out to the desert. I found a secretive-looking base guarded by a huge, strong royal guard.
Halt! Who goes there?
Your worst nightmare.
What? There's a giant talking artichoke here?
Oh, no, just me. But I'm still here to fight you. I'm a hacker, not a fighter, but I'll try my very best. I drew my stone sword and charged at the royal guard. He dodged me and hit me hard. I got knocked down, but I got up again. You're never gonna keep me down. It was a tough battle, and I got really hurt, but I managed to defeat the royal guard anyway. Oh, that really hurt. I don't know if I'm gonna get out of this okay. That's when my buddy, the redstone cube, appeared.
Hey, Zozo, you don't look so good.
Okay, that's kind of rude, but you're right. I don't feel so good either.
Here, take this healing potion.
I drank the healing potion, and it fixed my injuries enough for me to get back on my feet.
I can't stop thinking about that danger you told me about. I'm really good at making healing potions, and other potions too. If you need someone to join the team and help out.
That sounds great, but I think I should check with my boss first. From day 11 to day 12, I returned to Mr. Robot's hideout.
Zozo, welcome back. Was the royal guard taken care of?
He was, but I didn't see any kind of system for us to access. Are you sure you gave me the right place?
Of course I did. You must have just missed it. You'll need to be more careful and pay better attention if we're going to work together.
Oh, yeah, I guess I made a mistake.
Don't worry about it. These things happen. I've got another mission for you. If you think you can avoid screwing this one up, don't look so serious. I'm just joking. Mostly, I need you to go back to the desert and take out a weaponsmith there. He's been making weapons for some pretty evil folks, the kind who want to stop us from hacking. But first, head down into the mining cave nearby and dig up some iron ore so you can upgrade your weapons.
You got it, boss. I climbed into the mining cavern and searched for a rich vein of iron ore. After a little while, I found some and dug up as much as I could. Time to make some new gear. I fashioned the iron into some pieces of iron armor, an iron sword, and an iron pickaxe. Now I've got to get to the desert. Before I could celebrate, my old nemesis, the Redstone Golem, appeared.
Not so fast. I told you I'd be back.
Not you again.
Yes, me again.
Well, this time, I've got a brand new sword. He charged at me, but I fought back, and he was no match for me this time. Okay, now I'm going back to the desert. From day 13 to day 15, I arrived in the desert. Now, where's that weaponsmith? I have to stop him from making any more evil weapons.
I'm sorry. Did I hear you say you're looking for a weaponsmith that makes evil weapons?
Yes, have you seen one?
I'm the only weaponsmith around here, and I've never made anything evil. In fact, I'm pretty against it.
Oh, that's weird. Mr. Robot said...
Mr. Robot? Oh no, please, don't hurt me. I can give you gold, whatever you want. Just please don't hurt me.
This is Weird. I don't feel so good about this. I need to go back and talk to my boss about it.
Thank you for sparing me. Please don't come back.
From day 16 to day 19, I returned to the Crag Gardens. I just can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. I hope Mr. Robot has some answers for me.
Zozo, back so soon? How did your mission go?
Well,
It went well. Fantastic.
no, I wasn't finished. I just had some questions about...
Listen, Zozo, I don't really have time for questions. I have too much to do. Why don't you go back to working on your base, and I'll come find you when I have another task for you.
Oh, okay, I guess. With none of my questions answered, I traveled back to my base. When I got there, I was surprised to see the redstone cube waiting there for me.
Hey, you! Your boss is that big robot, right?
Yeah, why?
He's attacking a bunch of innocent people out in the desert. I tried to reason with him, but he just laughed in my face. You have to come talk some sense into him.
Oh no! I'm sure this is all just a big misunderstanding. I'll help sort it out. I hurried to the desert, where I saw Mr. Robot destroying the weaponsmith base. What are you doing?
Finishing the job you couldn't. I should have known better than to trust a stranger with it. You pathetic excuse for a hacker.
What? I thought we were family.
What aren't you getting? I lied to get what I wanted. I thought you'd be useful, but it looks like I'll have to find someone else to help me conquer the overworld.
You mean you're not trying to protect people?
Try and keep up, Zozo, or do whatever you want. I'm done with you.
I won't let you do this.
Huh, I'd like to see you try and stop me. You can't out-hack the master hacker, and that's me.
He fired an energy blast that knocked me down, and everything went dark. From day 20 to day 22, I woke up on the sandy desert ground. I looked around, but Mr. Robot was gone, and the area was completely destroyed. Oh no, I couldn't stop him. I can't believe he tricked me. I won't let him keep getting away with this. I'll need to get all of my skills back, the ones I've forgotten, so I can out-hack the master hacker himself.
Oh no! It's all gone! I was just about to move into this house!
I spotted the redstone cube who warned me before, wandering around the wreckage in distress. I'm so sorry. He tricked me before. I wasn't strong enough to stop him. But if you need a place to stay, you can come live with me for a while. It's the least I can do.
Listen, we've all been there. Who hasn't accidentally wound up working for an evil robot? Sure, I'd love to crash with you. My name's Robbie, by the way.
Zozo, follow me. We'll get you set up. I showed Robbie the redstone cube the way to my base and gathered some aspen logs to build him a room. Here you go. I hope this will do.
This works great. Thanks for giving me a place to stay after your former boss destroyed my neighborhood.
This is just the beginning. I'm going to do whatever I can to undo the damage Mr. Robot has done and stop him before he achieves his goal of total technological domination. From day 23 to day 26, I traveled back to the redwood forest where I first spawned. I'm starting to think that the redstone golem that arrested me had a reason to be suspicious of hackers. Maybe whoever he was working for can help me. I didn't get a chance to look for more redstone golems though, because I spotted a pillager under attack by a piglin brute. I know this isn't directly related to Mr. Robot, but I still want to help. I drew my sword and attacked the piglin brute. When the sword strikes didn't seem to harm him, I fired an energy blast at the piglin brute, but he was really strong and it didn't knock him down. As the pillager ran off to safety, I wondered if I really would be okay. I have to be. I have to survive to stop Mr. Robot. I summoned the strength from within and defeated the piglin brute. Hey, I'm remembering another skill. I can use my hacker skills to turn invisible. Only need to remove my pants first. I tried it out, and when I became visible again, I had grown bigger and stronger, and my hearts increased to 50. No time to celebrate. I've got to keep moving. I'll need all of my skills back if I'm going to beat Mr. Robot. From day 27 to day 31, I was continuing to explore the redwood forest when I heard the sound of some nervous baaing. Are there sheep out here? Hello, little sheep. Are you guys lost? They didn't answer me, but they stared at me with their huge sheep eyes, and I knew they needed a home. It's okay. You guys can come live at my base with me. It took a lot of work, and counting all of the sheep made me pretty sleepy, but I managed to herd them all back to my base. Now I'll build you guys a pen. Just wait right here. When I finished building the pen and herded all the sheep inside, Robbie came to see me.
Hey, Zozo, got a minute? I added something to the base, and I wanted you to check it out.
I followed him and saw that he had built a storage room. This is awesome, thanks! Meanwhile, Mr. Robot was having his meeting with an enormous Vindicator at his hideout.
Now that I've lost my assistant, I need some extra muscle around here. Are you up to the task?
Sure am, boss. You stick to hacking, and I'll get to smashing.
From day 32 to to day 35. I traveled back to the base where I was imprisoned after I first spawned. If they don't arrest me again, I just want to talk to whoever is in charge and find out what's really been going on with Mr. Robot and his hacking. I spotted a group of Redstone Golems and called out to them. Hi, I know I look like a bad guy, but I'm just here to talk. I promise.
Well, normally I'd be suspicious, but you sound pretty sincere. What brings you here, guy who's not a hacker?
Well, I am a hacker, but I want to use my skills for good. Can you take me to the person in charge? I want to help.
Any enemy of Mr. Robot is a friend of ours. Come with me.
I followed him to a large table within the base, where there was an assassin sitting, reading a book.
What is it? I'm having my reading time. Oh, who's this? A hacker? What were you thinking?
I'm here to help. I was tricked into working with Mr. Robot, but now that I know better, I want to help stop him.
Oh, well, that's worth interrupting my reading time then. Mr. Robot is up to no good, and he has been for quite some time. He was created to be a helpful robot, one who could hack into systems to fix them. But something corrupted him. He became obsessed with power and using his hacking skills for the pursuit of that power. The only hope we have of stopping him now is the most sophisticated anti-hacking measures. But I'm skilled in hand-to-hand combat. I'm no hacker. With you on our side, we might just stand a chance.
And I'll do whatever I can to help.
Glad to have you on board. I'll give you more information when I have it. What's your name, hero?
Zozo, and I'm no hero. I'm just doing my best. From day 36 to day 39, I decided that my armor was looking a little incomplete. I can't keep adventuring in this outfit. I need the whole iron armor set. So I traveled back into that trusty mining cave and dug up enough iron ore to complete the rest of my armor. I even found a couple diamonds too. Much better. When I returned home, Robbie was waiting for me, and he looked really excited about something. Hey, what's up?
I got you something to say thanks for letting me stay here. A customary gift as part of the desert where I'm from. It's some pocket sand. Throw it into an enemy's eyes, and you can temporarily blind them.
Awesome! I've got a pocket full of sand. Later, a powerful sergeant approached the entrance to the base.
Is there a Zozo here?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, come with me, please. There's someone who urgently needs to speak with you.
From day 40 to day 43, I followed the sergeant to the assassin's base in the Redwood Forest.
Zozo, thank you for coming to see me so quickly. I have important news. It appears that, now that you have defected for the side of the good, Mr. Robot has hired someone to replace you. Someone with far fewer qualms about following his evil whims.
No, what does he look like? What's his whole deal? I watched as a Vindicator smashed through the wall of the base.
My whole deal is bringing down destruction on the boss's enemies, which includes you two losers.
Myself and the assassin quickly moved out of the line of fire.
Run, Zozo. My guards and I will handle this intruder. Get to safety.
I don't want to leave you alone here.
This is an order, Zozo. You can't hack if you're dead, and we need you to keep hacking.
She made a pretty good point, so I hightailed it out of there. From day 44 to day 49, the assassin came to see me at my base. I'm so glad you're okay.
I fought far worse enemies than that blustering Vindicator. My mother-in-law, for instance. But enough jokes. I'm here about something serious.
Oh, okay. What serious thing are you here about?
One of my specialized gossip scouts heard something especially juicy and relevant to our fight against Mr. Robot. There is a supercomputer, one that can be operated only by the most skilled of hackers. If you get your hands on it, you'll be able to program a kill code that will defeat Mr. Robot and block his hackery once and for all. There is more information on it in this book of secrets.
I love secrets and books.
We've got that in common. In addition to our common goal of stopping the destruction of the overworld as we know it, you'll need to construct a special defensive bunker to contain the supercomputer during your kill code development, so you should probably do that, just when you get a chance. Good luck, Zozo.
You too, just with whatever you need luck with. I opened the book of secrets and it said, if you seek the supercomputer, maybe you should start your search out in the desert. Good luck. I need to speak to a brigand out there and he'll tell me more about the supercomputer. It's hacking time. Well, not yet, but it will be pretty soon. I've just got to get a few other things done first. I sure hope I remember how to do it by the time I get the computer. Oh well, that's a problem for future Zozo. From day 50 to day 53, I ventured out to the desert in search of the brigand. Here we go. I'm thirsty for information. And also, I'm just pretty thirsty. It's hot out here.
At least it's a dry heat.
I turned around, and there was a brigand. I don't really get the difference.
Well, humidity makes the heat feel even hotter, and in a dry heat, at least you...
Sorry, I actually don't have time to talk about the weather. I was hoping you could tell me about the legendary supercomputer.
Only if you promise to use it for good. I'd feel terrible if I told you how to find it, only for you to use it for evil.
I promise.
Okay, well, I don't know much, but what I do know is that the supercomputer's core is made from refined glowstone. You can find an area rich in glowstone, you might just find the supercomputer there too. Also, I know that baking soda gets out most stubborn stains. Yeah, but that's less relevant right now.
Thanks so much. I don't know anything about glowstone, so I guess I'll head back home for now. Bye. From day 54 to day 57, I was passing through the redwood forest on my way home when I was suddenly ambushed by the Vindicator.
Ha! Get wrecked, puny hacker!
He charged at me and managed to land a big hit. I most certainly will not. You're gonna be the one who gets wrecked. I attacked, but it didn't leave a mark on him. Uh-oh, he's still much stronger than me. I've got to get out of here.
That's right. You better run, but it's only a matter of time before the boss and I get rid of ya.
Speaking of the boss, at that moment, Mr. Robot was hard at work on his evil plan.
So, Zozo is looking for that supercomputer. I'd better make sure I find it first. I won't let anything get in my way. And my mega power computer virus is almost ready.
From day 58 to day 62, I ran back home to my base and saw Robbie the Redstone Cube looking like he was in a really good mood. Hey, Robbie!
Zozo, I'm so glad you're back. I want to show you what I did. Look, I built us a furnace, and I got started on that defensive bunker you need to build. I just need you to help me finish it. It's gonna take a lot of work.
All the best things do, in my experience, but together, I'm sure we can finish it in time.
I need some diorite. Could you pick some up for me?
Sure! I quickly ventured out and gathered the diorite, dropped it off at the base, then headed down to the mines. While I've got all this energy, I should get in some quality mining. The mines were especially good to me on this trip, and I found enough diamonds to craft a diamond sword, a diamond pickaxe, and a diamond helmet. Nothing like some fresh, fancy gear to make a hacker feel confident. Bring it on, Mr. Robot! From day 63 to day 66, I was practice fighting with my new sword and pretending to be a medieval knight instead of a hacker when the assassin came to see me.
Sorry to interrupt your playing pretend time, but I have an important update for you. I have uncovered the location of the fabled supercomputer. It is hidden away in the Glowstone Gardens.
Glowstone! That makes sense.
I wasn't there for that scene, so I don't understand what you mean. But time is of the essence, little hacker. Come with me!
I traveled with the assassin to the Glowstone Gardens, but when we got there, a gate was blocking the path.
Blast! We can't get through! I apologize for leading you on this wild goose chase, Zozo.
Oh, heck. Now I have to chase some kind of wild goose, too?
Don't quit your day job, kid. Stick to hacking and saving the world. Go back to your home for now. I'll look into this situation further.
Okie dokie. From day 67 to day 70, I had just made it back to my base when the assassin came to see me again.
Zozo, I need your help. There's a burly barbarian causing trouble in the redwood forest. Will you come with me and provide assistance?
Yeah, sure. I'm not doing anything else right now. We went to the redwood forest, where sure enough, I saw a big old barbarian smashing up the place. Hey, what are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm attacking.
But why?
Well, stranger, since you asked, I'll tell you. Dr. Robot is going to give my family a virus if I don't destroy his enemies for him.
Are your family computers? Because that's the only kind of virus he knows how to do.
Shut up. You don't get it. My parents are computers.
He charged at me and attacked, but I dodged and fought back. He was big and strong, but I was clever. I fired an energy blast and knocked him down. Listen, I can help you up, and we can stop this fight if you'll agree to work with me. Listen, you don't have to help Mr. Robot. He's not a doctor. He didn't even go to robot medical school. I'm working hard to defeat him before he can realize his evil plans. Join me, and we can stop him together.
Oh, that does sound a lot better than doing crimes I don't even want to do for a scary, mean robot. That's it. I'm switching sides. Let's work together.
Yay! I stopped untold potential destruction and made a new friend, all in a day's work for Hacker Zozo. From day 71 to day 74, I was back home at my base, thinking about what to do next, when my thoughts were interrupted by the sound of something loud and evil happening just outside. Oh no, what is that? I ran outside to check and saw that horrible Vindicator was back and attacking my base. Hey, what are you doing here?
What's it look like? I'm destroying your lame little base.
It's not lame, it's not little, and you need to stop destroying it.
Oh yeah? Who's gonna make me?
Me! I came close enough to using my energy blast at the Vindicator, but I didn't do any damage. He's still a lot stronger than me. I'll need something special to help me defeat him. I know, I've got my pocket sand. I grabbed my pocket of sand and got ready to throw it into the Vindicator's eyes, but before I could, he hit me hard. It knocked me backward, and I dropped the pocket of sand.
Oh, looky here. Pocket sand. Don't mind if I do.
Well, I mind.
Too bad. So sad. Finders keepers, losers weepers. Bye.
I tried to stop him from running away, but there was nothing I could do to him. Soon, he was gone, and so was my pocket sand. No, that was a special gift from Robbie. I can't believe I still couldn't beat him. And he stole my pocket sand. Everything's going wrong. I was so upset. I ran to my room and locked myself inside. A while later, there was a knock at my door.
Hey, Zozo, it's me, Robbie. You know, the redstone cube from the desert and now from here? I fixed up the damage the Vindicator did to the base, and I built the perimeter wall to protect against any future attacks. I just thought I'd let you know.
Thanks, Robbie. That does make me feel a little bit better. Meanwhile, Mr. Robot was celebrating his impending victory.
Zozo's base is in ruins. He can't find the supercomputer, and my computer virus is almost ready. Soon the whole world will bow to me, the supreme hacker. Ha 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 ha.
From day 75 to day 78, I was finally feeling good enough to leave my base and get back to my quest. It was good timing too, because the assassin was outside waiting for me.
Zozo, Mr. Robot has nearly finished developing the virus that will allow him to take control of all computer systems in the overworld and cause untold amounts of destruction. It is vital that you defeat his henchman, the Vindicator, and become strong enough to destroy Mr. Robot before he can succeed.
But I'm still so weak, and he took my special weapon.
I know. That's why I brought you this firework crossbow. It will help you gain the upper hand. You can find the Vindicator outside of Mr. Robot's base. You know the way, right?
I do. Thank you. I'll try my best.
The fate of the overworld is in your hands, so you know, no pressure.
From day 79 to day 84, I traveled to Mr. Robot's base in the Crag Gardens and confronted the Vindicator outside. Hey, listen up, you Vindicator. I'm here to get my pocket sand back.
Perfect. I love beating up nerds. And this time, I didn't even have to come to your sad little house.
I couldn't think of a good comeback, so I just got out the firework crossbow and started shooting fireworks.
Oh, you brought fireworks to celebrate my victory. How cute.
I may be cute, but I'm going to beat you. He lunged at me and attacked, and I wasn't able to dodge in time. He hit me hard, and I started to worry this actually might be it for me. Oh no, I can't lose. Not like this. I have to find the strength within. All of a sudden, I felt a hacking memory come rushing back to me. The power surged within me, and I transformed into a larger, stronger version of myself, and my hearts increased to 100. I even gained a laser attack. I jumped back into the fight, firing a laser at the Vindicator and destroying him. I did it. I am a great hacker after all. I remember. And hey, he dropped my pocket sand. Yoink! Mine again! From day 85 to day 89, I returned to my base to check in with Robbie the Redstone Cube.
Zozo, you're just in time. I've almost finished building the defensive bunker. I just need you to add the final piece. Come quick.
I followed him and, with his direction, added the very last piece to complete the defensive bunker.
If you ever lose the keys to the bunker, remember, there is a hidden spare key in my room.
Hidden key, you say? I wonder if a hidden key exists for the gate in the Glowstone Gardens. I'm going to check and go get that supercomputer. See you soon, Robbie. I traveled back to the Glowstone Gardens and used my newfound key to unlock the gate and make my way inside. There was a huge, terrifying Forsaken, but no supercomputer in sight. You look hostile. Have you maybe seen the supercomputer? He just growled at me. Well, have it your way. I attacked with my laser beam, then rushed in with my sword while he was stunned. Before long, the fight was over, and he dropped the legendary supercomputer. I guess the supercomputer was here all along. From day 90 to day 94, I left the Glowstone Gardens and was shocked to see Mr. Robot standing just outside.
Zozo, I thought I'd find you here. I wanted to offer you the chance to join me once more, to leave this being a hero nonsense behind and get back on the cool side of history.
No thanks. You lied to me, you tricked me, and I can never forgive you for that. Plus, there's the whole world domination thing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well then I guess I'll just have to do this.
He knocked me back, and I dropped the supercomputer. And to rub the salt into the wound, he even dropped a cage on me.
Thanks for picking this up for me. It'll make my plan so much easier. See you never.
From day 95 to day 97, I used my laser attack to blast my way out of the cage and escape. I've got to go tell the assassin assassin what happened. I ran all the way to the redwood forest, and when I got there, I saw that it was in ruins. I tried to take out the fires, but in the middle of it all was the assassin, and she was badly wounded, near death. Oh no, Mr. Robot must have come here already.
Indeed, he did.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No time to be sorry, Zozo. You must recover the supercomputer from him. You can do it. Use the strength within you and your hacking skills.
And then she was gone. No, this is not fair. I promise I'll do whatever it takes to get revenge and stop Mr. Robot. On day 98, I arrived back at my base and found that it was in ruins too. No, Mr. Robot came through here and destroyed everything. Thankfully, Robbie the redstone cube emerged from the bunker he'd worked so hard to build.
Not everything. I'm still here, and so is the bunker. I was able to hide in there and stay safe while he was tearing up the place. It's going to be okay, Zozo. You just have to get that supercomputer back from Mr. Robot, and I know we can defeat him.
With nothing left to lose, I set off toward Mr. Robot's base. On day 99, I reached Mr. Robot's hideout. I need to be sneaky. I know, I'll turn invisible and go inside without being seen. I turned invisible and snuck into the base. When I spotted Mr. Robot, I fired a laser attack at him before turning visible again.
You slimy little snake. You snuck up on me.
Sure did, and snakes aren't slimy. They're actually very dry. I attacked him again, and he dodged, countering my attack. But I came back at him with my sword, and when he dodged again, he dropped the supercomputer. I'll come back and finish the fight later. For now, I need this. I ran back to my base with the supercomputer and took it into the bunker. All right, let's see if I remember how to do this. I booted up the computer and input a special code. Suddenly, the damage to my base was repaired, and I felt stronger. I did it! Well, I did the first part. Now it's time to take down Mr. Robot once and for all. On day 100, I strode confidently into Mr. Robot's base, ready for our ultimate showdown. This time, I didn't use any invisibility tricks. I marched right up to him, grabbed my pocket sand, and threw it in his face.
Ow, my robot eyes.
While he was preoccupied with the sand in his robot eyes, I fired a laser attack at him, knocking him back. He tried to attack, but he still couldn't see where I was, so I rushed at him with my sword. You lied to me. You took advantage of my lost memories to trick me, and you convinced me we were family. But I have a family now, my friends, and I won't let you hurt them or anyone else ever again. With my one final attack, Mr. Robot began to short circuit. The kill code I plugged into the supercomputer was finally working. Just because I have friends, that doesn't mean I can't still hack you.
Curse you, Zozo.
I charged at him one last time and knocked him so far back he fell into the pool where he short-circuited and shut down. I did it! I saved the day. Time to go home and take a well-deserved nap. And I think I'll take some time off from hacking and focus on my other hobbies.